This is J. Michelle. We all have a story to tell. We all have a lesson to learn. This was my story. Boom. This is J. Michelle, and this is my story from my mouth.
Who would you say? Who would you credit to be uh, like your biggest support system?
My biggest support system would be outside of family, outside of my mama, would be the artists that, would constantly send me music to post on my website that wouldn't mind coming to the radio show talking to us. I had one employee, two employees that were like really, really supportive and really down for my movement. Anything I needed, they showed up for. But yeah, just them. Not too many. Just a small group of folk.
What is the highlight? What is the highlight of your journey?
The highlight of my journey is is networking. I love networking. All the connections that I made, all the people that I know, all the events that I've been to, just connecting with people in the industry. That's not artists, but everybody behind the scenes that actually make things happen. Like that's been the highlight. Like I love meeting new people. I love connecting with people, going to events, going to listening parties, all kind of stuff. And that's another highlight. I was on the panel at A3C one year. I got to speak on the panel. That's a different story. That was a highlight of it. They stole my idea and made their own panel, and I had to like beg to get on it.
Wow. What was the worst? What was the worst moment during your journey, and how did it affect you?
The worst moment was when I was still in LA and I decided to move to Atlanta. This was after I did A3C for the first time. Everybody was like, "What you going out there for? You don't need to go out there. You just gonna come back." And they didn't, like I said before, they didn't see the vision. Like Atlanta music industry was booming. Like you're from LA, y'all should be going out there. People didn't want to come to A3C. I was like y'all missing like the whole point. And then a lot of them went to South by Southwest, but I never been to South by Southwest. There wasn't no reason for me to go. But yeah, it was just like the internet started booming again, and then streaming took over. People wasn't putting their music on websites no more. People wasn't having mixed CDs no more and stuff like that. So I kind of got lost in like what to do. And then I just did internet radio. And it affected me because when you know how to do something and then you have to like rebrand yourself and figure it out, it's kind of like starting all over again. And then people are very forgetful and everything is like right now, and you can't talk about what you used to do because motherfuckers will be like, well, that's what you used to do, that ain't what you doing now. And then you just be like, well, forget it, I'm not doing none of this shit. So that's how it affected me. But I'm still kind of like in it. I do my podcast and I don't really base it off of interviewing artists. I just talk about the current events. And if we have artists come on, then we have artists come on, but it's not like my main focus.
If you could go on back and do it all over, what would you change?
I would not have stopped doing the website. I would not have stopped putting out content. I would have been consistent with it from 2006 Wait, no, from 2009 or 10 all the way up until now. I would have just been consistent with it. But you don't know, like, what's going to happen. You got Instagram, you got Twitter, you got Snapchat, you got TikTok. Like, you never know what's going to happen with the internet. And you have to adjust and you have to change. But I would have never stopped. I would have kept going.
There's someone. There's someone somewhere just beginning their journey and they just getting on the highway, and you are like 2,000 miles ahead of them. What could you tell them? What potholes could you tell them to avoid to make it to where you got?
Don't listen to nobody. Like, do your own thing. Be consistent. Never stop. No matter what people say. Because they're not going to see your vision. They're going to call you crazy. They're going to tell you get a job. They're going to tell you all kind of stuff. Don't listen.
Okay. Okay. And what is your focus today in life and in business?
My focus today in life is business wise. I have a book series that I'm putting out. The first book is out right now. It's called CC Part One, and I do nails for a living. So I'm a licensed nail tech. I went to school while I lived in Atlanta and got my license. So I do nails, and I'm working on another e-commerce business right now that I'm gonna put out, and I'm about to be a mommy for the first time, first and last.
Congratulations.
This is J. Michelle, and this is my story from my mouth.